Hey, what's up? Ever wondered how to drive a manual transmission car? Today we're diving headfirst into that very topic, and trust us, it's not as intimidating as it seems. For many, driving a manual transmission car is like a rite of passage, a skill that can open up a whole new world of automotive enjoyment. Why learn to drive a manual, you ask? The answer lies in the level of control. When you drive a manual car, you become more connected to your vehicle. You control when to shift gears, allowing you to manage the power and speed more directly. It's like being one with your car. Now, there's nothing wrong with automatic cars, they're convenient, sure. But manual cars offer a driving experience that's raw, real, and rewarding in its own way. So, are you ready to ditch the comfort of automatic and embrace the thrill of manual? Ready to leave automatic cars in your rearview mirror? Good. Buckle up, let's get started. You see that stick in the middle console? That's your gearbox. This little piece of equipment is crucial in ensuring smooth operation of your vehicle. It's essentially your vehicle's command center. Are you ready to decode its secrets? Let's dive into it. Imagine your gearbox as a map. Each point on this map corresponds to a different gear. In a typical manual gearbox, you'll find 5 or 6 forward speeds and 1 reverse gear. The layout of these gears is normally in an H pattern, with the top left corner being reverse, followed by 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and sometimes 6th gear. The gears are arranged in a logical sequence, with 1st gear at the top left and the highest gear at the bottom right. Each gear serves a purpose. The 1st gear is designed to provide the most torque to the wheels, which helps your car overcome inertia and start moving. As you increase your speed, you'll need to shift into higher gears. Each subsequent gear provides less torque but allows for higher speeds. Now let's talk about neutral. Nestled in the center of your gearbox, neutral is a special gear. It's not actually a gear, but rather a state where no gear is engaged. When your car is in neutral, the engine is running, but the wheels are not being driven by the engine. This is useful when you're idling or need to stop the car temporarily. So, what's the pattern? Well, from a complete stop, you'll start in 1st gear. As you gain speed, you'll shift into 2nd, then 3rd, and so on. To slow down, you reverse the process, shifting down through the gears. Remember, the key is to match your gear to your speed. So now you know your gears, but how do you switch between them? Well, we'll delve into that in the next segment. Buckle up, we're just getting started. Scene script. Gear shifting requires a dance partner, and that's the clutch. Imagine the clutch as the middleman, the interpreter between the engine and the wheels of your car. It's the element that allows you to control the power of the engine and transfer it smoothly to the wheels while changing gears. Depressing the clutch disconnects the engine from the wheels. This allows you to change gears without grinding the gears or stalling the engine. It's like hitting the pause button during a dance, allowing you to switch your steps without tripping over your partner's feet. Now let's talk about the biting point. This is the golden moment when the clutch plate and the flywheel start to engage as you release the clutch pedal. It's the point where your car begins to move forward. Finding the biting point is essential because it's the sweet spot that allows your car to start moving without stalling or jumping forward. Think of it as the perfect timing in a dance routine. Too early and you step on your partner's foot. Too late, and you miss the beat. The biting point is where the rhythm of your car's movement and the engine's power find their perfect harmony. Clutch control is a vital skill in driving a manual car. It's all about finding that biting point and smoothly releasing the clutch while gently applying the accelerator. This balance between the clutch and the accelerator is what lets you move off and change gears smoothly. It's like leading in a dance. Too much force and you'll jerk your partner around. Too little and you'll lose momentum. But find just the right balance and you'll glide across the floor with grace and precision. That's what smooth clutch control feels like. Mastering the clutch is a lot like learning a new dance. It might feel a little awkward at first, but with practice, you'll find the rhythm and grace in the movement. And once you've mastered it, you'll be able to navigate the dance floor of the open road with confidence and ease. With a good understanding of the clutch, you're ready to start the engine. The moment of truth, starting the car. In a manual transmission vehicle, the process of starting the car is a little different from an automatic. First things first, you need to ensure the car is in neutral. You can confirm this by gently moving the gear stick left and right. If it moves freely, you're in neutral. Next, depress the clutch pedal all the way down. The clutch pedal is the one on the far left. It's crucial to start with the clutch depressed to ensure the car doesn't lurch forward. Once the clutch is fully depressed, you can now turn the ignition key or press the start button, depending on your car's design. The engine will roar to life, and you're almost ready to hit the road. Remember, keep that clutch pedal down until you're ready to engage a gear and move. Congratulations, you've started the car. But how do you get it moving? Now let's get the wheels turning. The first step to setting your vehicle in motion is to master the art of moving off. This process begins with clutch control. The clutch is your best friend when it comes to moving off and changing gears, so let's get well acquainted. Press the clutch pedal all the way down and hold it there. This disconnects the engine from the wheels, allowing you to select your gear without stalling. With the clutch depressed, move the gear stick into first gear. This is usually to the top left of your gear stick's pattern. Now, with your right foot on the brake, release the handbrake. It's time to start moving. This is where the dance begins. Slowly ease off the clutch until you feel the car start to move. This is the biting point, hold it there. You'll notice the engine's sound changes. It's eager to go. This is your cue. Release the brake and gently press on the accelerator. As the car starts to move, gradually release the clutch completely. Congratulations, you've just moved off. But we're not stopping there. As you accelerate, the engine will start to labor. It's time to change up through the gears. This process is a lot like moving off, but faster. Press the clutch down, move the gear stick to second gear, and then gradually release the clutch while gently pressing the accelerator. The car will smoothly continue its journey. As your speed increases, you'll need to repeat this process for the next gear and the next, always listening to your engine. It'll tell you when it's time to change gears. Remember, smooth and steady wins the race. Jerky movements can cause the car to stall or lurch, which isn't fun for anyone. Driving a manual car isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about understanding your vehicle, listening to its needs and responding accordingly. It's a dance, a partnership, and you're leading. You're now driving a manual car, but what about stopping? Just as important as moving is knowing how to stop. We've covered how to start the car and how to get it moving. Now it's time to bring it all to a close, literally. Stopping a manual car involves a bit more than just applying the brakes, so let's dive into it. Firstly, you need to be aware of your speed and the road conditions. It's all about timing and control. As you begin to slow down, you should change down through the gears. This is called engine braking, and it helps you control the speed of your vehicle without overusing the brakes. For example, if you're driving at 50 miles per hour in fifth gear and you see a red light ahead, you would start slowing down and shift to fourth, then third, and so on. Remember, each time you change down a gear, you need to press the clutch in fully. Release the clutch gently and smoothly each time to avoid any jerky movements. This is where your clutch control really comes into play. As you near a complete stop, you should be in second gear. Just before the car stops moving, press the clutch in all the way and shift to neutral. Neutral is the place where no gears are engaged, and it's represented by an N on your gear stick. Now you might be wondering why we don't just shift to first gear when stopping. Well, first gear in a manual car is primarily for starting off, not stopping. If you were to select first gear while still moving, even slowly, you could cause the car to jerk severely or even stall. And lastly, don't forget to apply the handbrake once you're stopped to secure the car. This is especially important when you're parked on a slope. Stopping a manual car might seem like a lot at first, but with practice it will become second nature. The key is to stay calm, be aware of your surroundings, and remember to change down through the gears smoothly and in a timely manner. And there you have it. You've just driven a manual car. Now it's up to you to get out there and practice. Remember, the road to becoming a proficient manual driver is paved with patience and persistence. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.